Most people know that winter operations for ski resorts are filled with non-stop action. Snowmaking, lift operations, food and beverage, and a lot of times crews are easily working into overtime to ensure that we have a great time on the hill. But what most don't realize is that this work doesn't stop when the snow melts in March. What's going on, Midwest skiers and riders? Matthew Zaransky with MidwestSkiers.com, where we talk about all things skiing and riding in the Midwest. But today we're going to take a closer look at some of the work that goes on during the off-season.
There's no off-season when it comes to printer sales.
A few weeks ago, I had the pleasure to head down to visit our friends at Snow Trails in Mansfield, Ohio to see what they've been up to this summer. And man, have they been busy. We have visited Snow Trails a few times in the past, and I'll link those videos below if you haven't seen them already. Like every off-season, Snow Trails spent their summer months improving infrastructure, updating amenities, and completing regular maintenance to ensure a smooth operation for this upcoming ski season. This included projects such as upgrading snowmaking water lines, upgrading the electrical drive system on the Westwood chairlift, renovating restrooms, installing new windows and a drink ledge in the Snowflake loft, the addition of radiant heaters on the deck, the addition of more picnic tables and outdoor seating, over 20 new LED lights on the slopes, the addition of new pole-mounted snow guns, new rubber carpet belts on both the conveyors in the tubing park and the beginners area, the expansion of the Alpine chairlift unloading area, and the expansion of the Alpine terrain park, adding over 25% more skiable terrain. And if that wasn't enough, one of the biggest projects this season was the update and complete rebuild of their Mount Mansfield triple chairlift. And this was a tall undertaking that took weeks of work and preparation, and I was lucky enough to see them install the final cross arms and place the haul rope. But before all of that, we need to go back and look at all of the work that took place beforehand. It all started with the removal of all the chairlifts off of the haul rope. Then they needed to remove the old cross arms and sheave trains from each of the lift towers. Each of these lift towers then had to be modified to accommodate the new, taller cross arms. Next, each of the cross arms had to be assembled, which they did in the parking lot, including all the electronics. Then once they were all ready, each cross arm was carefully placed and bolted onto each lift tower. Once complete, then the team had to reposition the haul rope back onto the guide wheels. And finally, before it was ready for its first rides, all of the electronics and sensors needed to be reconnected and tested before finally reattaching and spacing the chairlifts back onto the haul rope. So as you guys can imagine, it was a lot of work and it was pretty awesome to see. And of course it wouldn't be complete without an epic B-roll section. So although most of these projects are far from what most skiers would consider major headlines, these type of projects and renovations really should be treated as such. Although they're not the flashiest, these updates and investments ensure that ski resorts can continue to operate effectively, safely, and give their customers a great skiing experience. And honestly, this is just a small peek into the projects and work that go on during the off-season. So next time you think ski resorts just go into a summer hibernation, think again. But be sure to keep an eye on Snow Trails pages as we edge closer to the beginning of the season here in Ohio. And you might even have a chance to score one of the first rides on this newly renovated lift. Special thanks to Snow Trails and their entire team for allowing me to take a brief look into this fantastic resort renovation. But until next time guys, stay safe, pray for snow, and I'll see you guys out there.